So hello everyone behind the screens. I'll share with you about the 6 new DevRel techniques in Japan. I think almost attendees or watching people are Japanese right now. So you know almost futures that I'll talk about that. But of course, I made this slide for DevRelCon San Francisco 2019, but I don't care about that. So I'll talk to the few non-Japanese attendees, and I expect someone watches this session by video on YouTube or Twitch someday. So, okay. So I'll first introduce myself. I'm Atsushi, CEO of Moongift, DevRel agency. And I organized to DevRelCon Tokyo since 2017, and I'm co-organizer of DevRelCon Earth. So thank you for your participation. Please enjoy the conference. And I manage some communities like DevRel Meetup in Tokyo. I have social media accounts, Google Meet. Please follow and ask me anything on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, anywhere. So, okay, I'm talking about the difference of each countries. There are so many countries in the world, and they have different culture. They have own language. So if we say hello, each countries, there are so many variety like this. I can't read it Thai. Their hello is Swadi. So the language is completely different, like English, Japanese, Chinese, Italy, and so on. Yes, English is common or secondary language in many countries, but we should learn specific language or culture in each country if you service aim the countries. Another example, this image indicates social media app share in each countries. In globally, WhatsApp is top sharing message app, but you can see completely different results in Asia. In Japan, 25% of people uses LINE for their messaging. There is no name WhatsApp in top 5. Sometimes we made a mistake. Our using app is standard or everyone use it, but it's wrong. So please focus in Japanese market. We have alternative app or service with globally service. I have some DevRel community in APAC region. I use meetup.com for community event. But in Japan, most developers use compass.com or Doorkeeper. Japanese often choose or develop alternative services. Why not? Because Japanese services focus in local market and local developers. Their service is more suitable for local market. So we have to understand local developers and provide suitable developer relations for local developers. We have no one answer of developer relations. If your DevRel is successful in Americas, APAC, or Europe, I don't think you can use completely same measure or theory in other regions. Each countries or areas has different system. There is different language, education system, communication style, and culture. We have to learn and respect each market of country and developers. It's only way to success your developer relations. Okay, so I'm talking about Japan's. Do you know my country? It's a small island country. There is Japan's in east side of the world. And this is a photo that I've taken yesterday. It's a front of Tokyo Station. No, it's kidding. It's a 3D simulation of Japan in Edo era. We are wearing a suit, t-shirt, hoodie, or pants like you. nobody has ninja sword, unfortunately. So it's real. I introduced the numbers of Japan's. Our population is 120 million and there is 900,000 developers. Economic size is third in the world and official language is only Japanese. What do I want to say? There are conditions that grown-up unique developer market. There are many developers, suitable economic size that company has value to invest, and the developers don't speak English a lot. If developers uses or speak English well, there is no barrier of language. Most cloud vendors invaded to their market. If developers use and speak another language, but market size is very small, most companies don't make branch office and don't support the developers a lot. Perhaps they provide support just online. Fortunately, Japan satisfies three conditions. Many companies make a branch office, translate documents, provide to support in Japanese, and grown up their developer relations in my country. I think those conditions also satisfy in Chinese market. So I hope you run unique developer relations techniques in Japan. It's good for you when you come and make good relations with Japanese developers. First, manga. Do you like manga? Manga has become a major feature of Japan. 10,000 or more new comic titles are born every year. That's how much Japanese like manga. Now, we can learn new technology from manga. For example, this is how to use Git or Docker. Docker is available in 3 series. Unbelievable. In addition, you can learn sequence control and even Kotora's marketing theory from Manga. This is running DevRel with Manga that I made. I distributed it at DevRelCon Tokyo last time. I think some people have it already. This is a manga I made at community conference called Monaka UG in October 2019. I use manga to provide services and to get to know the community. When it comes to what is good about manga, everyone wants it. They said that I want 2 or 3 books, so it's amazing to be the novelty that everyone wants. Manga is explained not in much words. It uses illustration and short words. Manga authors has to understand the service property and make it as easy to understand as possible with short script. So through the process of understanding, manga become easier to understand for developers. That's a good feature of manga. If you have interest in a manga of DevRel, you can view it on my speaker deck. You can use those QR code or URL. Please read it and introduce it to your coworker or boss to help them understanding of what is developer relations. Second, Tech Book Fest. We call it 技術書典. Do you know the event, Comic-Con? It's a globally event where people who like manga and anime gather. Tech Book Fest is Comic-Con for developers. In the Tech Book Fest, 1 or more developers create a group called circle and write some technical books with circle members and sell it. 400 or more circles participated in the previous Tech Book Fest. In other words, over 400 new technical books were created just that day. Over 10,000 participants gathered in that day. They make such long line looks like that. Can you believe it? They made long line for buying the technical books. The venue is very crowded. They bought many technical books. Usually they bought more than 10 books. Just a moment. Okay. So there are other similar events of Tech Book Fest, 技術書典 or Zeniket. Okay, so I participated Tech Book Fest with DevRel Meetup members. DevRel Meetup is a community of developer relation in Japan. So this is a photo with the book authors. Okay, so IBM Japan sponsored the Tech Book Fest and distributes books for free. There are no similar events that attract more than 10,000 developers in a day, so they can appeal their technology here. The created books are sold as ebook on Amazon. Searching in DevRel on Amazon will list the books we have written. Third, Advent calendar. I think that many people know about that because it is a Western culture. This is an example. This is a box with sweets, and children are looking forward to Christmas coming and opening the window each day, and they get the candy, chocolates, or something sweet. However, Japanese engineers completely different. So they look forward to Christmas coming and write blog article every day. I don't know why. Okay, so some person writes a blog article by themselves in 25 days, but basically we write with other members. Do you remember the web ring? It's a very old culture on internet. Advent calendar is similar one. At the end of each article, we will write who are tomorrow with ring. And visitors can read next or previous article that's wrote other developers. Last year, over 1,100 Advent calendars are registered. In other words, 25,000 articles were made on just December. The great things about Advent calendars is that they connect with people who are interested in the same technology or themes. If you are interested in a certain technology, such as GCP, MongoDB, AWS, or TensorFlow, 25 blog posts will be created in December. It's amazing. This is DevRel Advent Calendar. On 2019, the community members wrote every day. It's very fun. Fourth, it's a Mokumoku-Kai. Mokumoku-Kai is an event. I want to explain the meaning of Mokumoku-Kai. Mokumoku means working silently. Kai means event or group. So the Mokumoku-Kai is an event where everyone gathers and does what they want to do. Basic way, it's very simple. Just get together, work alone, and go home. If you have any trouble, you can ask with other attendees, but basically you are focusing in your work. Why do we do that? Because the person is mentally weak. If you know you have to do something, but you want to see the social media, read email or chat, checking RSS feed or something, so that human want to escape from hardship. So put yourself in environment that you can concentrate to work, because other people are also concentrated, so you can concentrate naturally and you can do the great work. Currently, we are getting influence of COVID-19, so we can't collect together. We are holding the Mokumoku-Kai online using Zoom or Limo like this photo. Fifth, VTuber. I don't know if you know the VTuber. VTuber is a YouTuber using virtual characters. More and more cases are introducing technology by VTuber. For example, VTuber introduces a service called Live 2D, teaches programming, machine learning, and so on. Why VTuber? First, kawaii is justice. It's painful time to learn new technology from tough guy or old man. Any developers would like to have a cute character teach them gently, maybe. There are also benefits to the teaching side. They can focus on their voice without worrying about their appearance. The teaching script can be made properly and teaching materials can be created by other people. And in Japan, there are many softwares and apps for VTuber. Using those softwares, you can become VTuber right now, on today. Don't worry, there is also a voice changer. By using it, you can become the cute characters even if you are a tough guy. It's a dream of human being, right? So, it's additional note. You should know that word, babiniku. It means man become virtual woman. So many men want to become a woman in Japan. Last, PowerPoint karaoke. When I held DevCon Tokyo, many foreigners want to go to the karaoke shop. Everyone loves karaoke, so I hope so many people try this feature in your country. This is a rule. PowerPoint karaoke is an improvised presentation contest. You know the presentation title just before presentation, and you have to use random 5 or 6 pictures for your presentation. So you have to success your presentation with ad-lib. PowerPoint karaoke is known as Battle Decks in Western. However, I want to spread the name PowerPoint karaoke because we don't fight each other. It's a demo. The speaker sees a new slide at the time, and he's getting a shock or panic. He has to sing good sentence for his presentation using this new picture. It's very funny for audience. PowerPoint karaoke is good for your event because anybody can attend it as speakers. They don't need to prepare anything. My friend Imura-san, who works at Nexmo, Slack, and currently she works at Microsoft, she challenged PowerPoint karaoke all the time. She said it's very good experience to train the presentation for developer advocate or evangelist. And again, PowerPoint karaoke is very funny to look somebody is confusing or worried about that. So, summary. This time, I showed 6 brand new DevRel majors in Japan's Manga, Techbook Fest, Advent Calendar, Mokumoku-Kai, VTuber, and PowerPoint karaoke. It is important for DevRel to communicate in an easy-to-understand what are your technology. So Manga and VTuber are useful for the purpose. And this is not only Japanese story. You should understand and respect other regions' developers and culture. It's best way to success your developer relations. Perhaps Japanese developers don't speak English well, but it doesn't mean they don't want to talk anything. Japanese developers love communities and communication. They love manga, virtual characters, and new technology. They are holding developer meetup every day and communicating with other developers. I would be pleased if any of those measures could help your DevRel.